It's Mecca, aka Grimo, aka Pigwood Chef, aka Mr. Nuki La, and I'm chilling right now in the studio with Daphnee. Y'all listen up.
Welcome to In the Studio with Daphnee. I finally have Mecca Grimo in the studio with me, and I told myself that I'm going to start this interview with a throwback.
Word.
Yes.
A throwback.
So once upon a time, Mecca began his career, and this throwback I'm going to ask you about, and you're going to tell me what you feel when you see this throwback.
Okay. Wow, where you got that from?
I had it for a while.
Oh, you had that?
Yes.
Wow,
so tell me, is this the beginning?
This is, this is definitely in the early stages when I was kind of feeling out, what the vibe was like. A lot of what I was doing, even though I was trying to bring the Haitian culture to light, I was still mimicking what was happening in the American market, so the ladies on the side, the pimp in the middle, the whole imagery thing, what I mean? I've evolved out of that, but that definitely was the early stages. At the same time, my cousin Naida, she's one of the models, and her friend, they were modeling at the time, so I felt like, they were bringing girls to the studios, to the video sets and things like that. So I felt like it was like a barter, like it's, I was using the models, and then they were coming, kind of making the set bigger than what it really was also. So it was something that we were working on. It's definitely in the early stages.
I mean, you have opened a lot of opportunities for different poets, artists, especially in our culture. I mean, you've metaphored into someone spectacular. Tell me what's going on now. I mean, you're here doing this for the kids, an amazing thing for the kids. Why and how?
I think it's just, you got to pursue your passion. Once you pursue your passion, there is no why about it. How it just happens, you just kind of, and it's not really just myself either. I might have, went into a metamorphosis, and it's what it is right now. But along the journey, it definitely wasn't myself. It was a lot of Maryland that, kind of gave me the spotlight so I can talk and, expose what was happening, in our community. It's a little, it's a little quiet. It's all about the compa vibe and stuff like that. So they don't really, there's not really too much light on, the poetry vibe, or, I know there's Haitian films, but then Haitian theater. And so I just want to bring some things to light that are not out there already. And, I just pursued my passion. I kept asking the creator what my purpose was. And he led me to believe that, the mainstream is not necessarily the only option you have, performing in the clubs, trying to be this platinum artist, looking for a deal. Those are not the only options you have. You have an opportunity to change lives. You have an opportunity to still be a leader, in your community, and have a niche, in your community, and make a difference. And that's what I went after. I went after making the difference. First to the mic is myself, Mecca, aka Grimo. Clap it up for Mecca, aka Grimo. My mind is developing, propelling to higher heights, new sights, surpassing satellites, beyond the elements of the cosmos within the twilights. Each time I read, I feed the mind. It expands the time, because knowledge is infinite, but without knowledge, your mind is blind. You see, the more I learn, the less I know, because it seems like I still have the whole universe to go. From Mercury to Pluto, to then, who knows? See, Columbus thought our planet was flat, so trivial to his findings, binding him to ignorance. The willingness to learn is much more than a chore, but a responsibility. To uplift the youth and show them through generations of proof, each one, teach one, greet one without hostility. Increase the probability of our children getting scholarships so they can get into better schools. Let's create a lighted path for them. Let's not be fooled into being fools. But rules and regulations, segregation is what causes separation, temptation for those with no opportunity, but still seeking unity. But life's ups and downs are included like gratuity. Ebonics is spoken fluently. Even our leaders are committing the most hideous crimes. Knowledge is power, but without knowledge, your mind is blind. But we gotta all find ourselves with or without help. I'm telling these young thugs out there, pick up your pants, tighten your belt. The revolution will not be televised. I repeat, the revolution will not be televised. So you better start the exercise. And I'm not talking about lifting weights. I'm talking about whatever in your mental capacity to be the best that you can be. MECCA, the epicenter, the one who enters, the one who makes things better, because I look at my reflection in the mirror and I ask myself, what's my purpose in life? What was I put here to do? When is the rent due? Have I paid my dues? Knowledge is power. So every hour upon the hour, devour all of the information that you can absorb. Spit it back out into the atmosphere, because it's yours. Knowledge is power. Thank you.
You're talking about change lives and making a difference. You actually made a difference. We're here at the Little Haiti Cultural Center, which Little Haiti was a little city that we were about to lose.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. I want everybody to know how we were able to save this little community.
Well, it was a 19-year battle. You know, a lot of the, the people, the ground people that put in a lot of legwork to try to make Little Haiti official. If y'all know, the name before this was Lemon City, but they were just calling that also. So there was a lot of fight between what it was called before and what it is now. We brought issues to light. We brought, a lot of literary work, documents, and with the help of Commissioner Keon Hardiman, May 26th became Little Haiti's, birthday, born day. And so don't y'all forget, May 26th is Little Haiti's birthday. We'll be celebrating, and it's so ironic and so beautiful that it's in the month of May.
Yep.
The month of May is Haitian Heritage Month, and so it's in that month that we celebrate our Flag Day and all these other beautiful things, our culture as a whole. But I want to shout out the Little Haiti Cultural Center because they give me a platform. They saw what I was doing and said, you know what? If the kids are coming here, that's what this was built for. This was built as an arts and cultural, performance arts, facility, and it has to be used, to enhance the community. It's for the community. And I was bringing kids from Little Haiti and Haitian kids from North Miami and all over, the county and even Broward down here to do workshops and to learn more about our culture. Where else to learn more about our culture but right here in the heart of Little Haiti?
Yeah.
I wasn't born in Haiti, but Haiti was born in me. I'm a first-generation Haitian who was also a part of the immigrant migration. My parents came here in search of a better life. Seeking salvation, they moved to the States, a risk many are willing to take, and the ones that do, by example, lead, and that brings us to where I was conceived, a place called Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, I was born there, but still had the fear of acknowledging my true Haitian culture. I moved to Queens when I was 6, and the same mind tricks that called me refugee haunted me and made me not want to be Haitian. So how can I smile when my people are being made fun of? I'm asking my fellow peers, where's the love? Silly stereotypes that stab at my self-esteem, trying to submerge me in the strong currents of the Atlantic. When my parents would go to parent-teacher meetings, I would panic. Because when you heard my father's heavy Haitian accent, how do you do, Mrs. Johnson? That meant that I'd be the joke of the class the next day in school. Boat people, refugee, just to name a few. What was I supposed to do? So I crawled back in my shell, all the while still in denial of all of the rich history that Haiti had to offer to the world. It wasn't until I moved to Miami and I was already in my teens, that's when I found out that Haiti was the first independent black nation in the world. In the Antilles, we were considered the pearl. So I started to research, dialogue, archive, historical events and facts that may have fell through the cracks. No longer will I hide behind these silly stereotypes that would denounce the legacy of my ancestors. Now I'm conducting educational workshops to the youth that once thought like me. I wasn't born in Haiti, but Haiti was born in me.